Very important today to speak on this issue for children and families who have been let down. I'm devastated for them. Right across the House, we're angry, we're upset, because what unfolded in our paediatric spinal service is not some just abstract policy failure. It is a human tragedy, it's a breach of trust. It's so profound that any parent would question how they would ever rely on a system ever again, and a system that would left their own child waiting in pain. A heartbreaking story of Harvey Morrison's Sharat, a 9-year-old boy removed from an urgent spinal surgery waiting list without his parents' knowledge or consent. Parents were begging for answers and that never came, and now those same parents live with their unthinkable grief. No parent in Ireland should ever fear that their child has simply vanished off a waiting list. No parent should be forced to battle a system that feels faceless, careless or evasive. And no child should ever be left to suffer because of a broken system could not protect them. And that's exactly what happened. In my previous contributions to this House, and I firmly stand over them, I said, when a state asks families to trust us with their children, we must be worthy of that trust. And in the case of Harvey and so many others, we were not. And now families across paediatric spinal services understandably ask, will this ever change? Minister, I know you are committed to that change, to rebuilding that trust, ensuring that our children receive the care that they deserve. Yes, progress has been made. Additional clinics, a ring-fenced theatre, increased activity, 446 spinal procedures this year, reduced long waiters, and more children are being seen sooner. These reforms matter, and I acknowledge the extraordinary staff who are pushing beyond all reasonable limits every single day. But numbers will never balance the scales that have a loss of a child with ill treatment of a child. They cannot ease the fear or stress which families feel watching their children deteriorate while surgery seems endlessly out of reach. We now have multiple reviews underway, and Minister, you highlighted them in your contribution. They will be important, but reviews alone do not heal the trauma. Families need the truth, they need justice, and they need a system that will not hide from the convenient ambiguity of fractured governance. That's why I'm delighted at the government's decision to move ahead with the full statutory inquiry, beginning with the facilitator to scope its terms of reference. It's not just welcome, it's essential. It must be thorough, and it must place the voices of children and parents at the centre. We owe parents nothing less, and we owe every family living in fear nothing less. Reform cannot pause while inquiry proceeds. Communications failures must be fixed. Clinical governance has to be tightened, not on paper but in practice. No child must ever again be removed from a list without explanation, and capacity must continue to expand so children are treated before harm becomes permanent. I want to acknowledge the significant structural reform now underway. In September, Minister, you confirmed your intention to integrate Children's Health Ireland into the HSE. The decision follows careful reflection on the governance structures underpinning our health system, engagement with stakeholders and discussions with government colleagues. It's really important. Minister, I wish you the very best as you take on this work. This crisis was not in your making, but is absolutely in your hands now. But I'm confident you will bring this conclusion. I know you are committed to ensuring that families and children finally get the timely, proper care and the answers, justice and the decency that they do deserve. While none of this is easy, I believe you have the determination to bring it through.